And hello everyone, Diddless here, and today I'm going to do a tutorial on this town hall. And it was kind of inspired, at least some of the details was inspired by JamziBoy, but it mostly was inspired by a picture I found on Google of this town hall made in Legos. I'm going to try to show you this picture now. And well, we're first going to start out by plotting out the rough shape of the house, and we're going to use chisel stone bricks for this. We're going to place one, then 3 block gap, 1, 3 block gap, 1, 3 block gap, and 1. When we have 4 pillars like this, we're going to make the fourth one 2 blocks wide, 3 blocks between, and another 2 block wide pillar. Then 3 blocks, and 3 blocks. Like this. As you can see, it's kind of a big build. Now, when you've done that, I'm going to go back to the first block you placed. Then take 4 blocks between it and place another block. 4 blocks between and another block yet again. Then 3 blocks between that. 3 blocks and another. On the back side here, you're not going to do the double pillar, you're going to do the single pillar, so 5 blocks in between. 3 blocks again. 3 blocks. Like this, and then 4 blocks on each side. Like this. And you can see it's kind of narrow, or what can I call it? Really wide house. And so it's not going to be a whole lot of room inside, but well, who cares? Then you're going to go 2 blocks on the outside of the outer pillars, and then place another chiseled stone brick block like this. Just mirror the exact pattern, except on the end wall there. No blocks on the end wall. And do this again on the back side of the build, like this. Now it looks a little bit bigger now, and I can admit that. So now we're going to start out by taking 3 stone brick blocks on top of the inner part of the blocks you placed earlier, like this. This is kind of a tedious process, just making the frame of the house, because first floor and the second floor is roughly the same, actually. So, like this. Then you're going to put 2 stone brick blocks on the outer part of the pillars, which will become the kind of corridor on the outside of the build. Just like this. Then you're going to do that on the back side again. Just place 2 stone brick blocks on top of every single chiseled stone brick block you've placed earlier. Now we're going to use the correct stone bricks, if you're using JamziBoy's texture pack, which will look kind of like the chisel stone brick from the normal texture pack. I'm going to place those and on the outer pillars, which will become part of the hallway, just like this. Now we're going to use the stone brick stairs, place them just like this, not in the middle, because that will be the door. Just 3 stone brick stairs between every single pillar, except on the pillars that will become the hallway and the end wall. Just like this. Now that you have done that, you're going to go around the build and place stone brick stairs upside down in every single pillar. Okay, not every single. You're going to skip the end wall again. So just like this, and going to do it the other way as well. This is yet another kind of tedious process, which requires a fair amount of patience if you're not used to doing it. like this. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side, so don't lose the will to keep building, cause it will turn out to be a quite nice looking house, if I can say it myself. And like this, just doing it and the other side as well. When you have done this, you're going to place a kind of frame on top of every single block like this. You're going to start out by doing the shape of the house itself with normal stone blocks. Just place them on the top of every single pillar, and well, just kind of make the rough shape of the house without the corridor on the outside. Just like this. Now, when you have done that, you're going to actually include the corridor like this, and well, as I said, it's a kind of tedious build, so don't lose your courage. Like this, and you're going to do that on the other side as well. This would be so much easier if I could use single player commands, but last time I checked it hadn't updated yet, and that sucks. Now, when you have made this kind of frame to the house, you're going to make it kind of again. So, place one chiseled stone brick on top of each of the pillars down there, or arches, or whatever you want to call them, except here on the front where the door is going to be and the tower. I'm going to just take one in each corner, just like this. This is not going to, well, no, never mind. I have to think before I talk. Just like this. And when you have done that, you're going to, okay, I see a mistake in my house. Well, actually, we can ignore the one on the end wall. I think it will look kind of strange. Like this. Now, even more placing of the chiseled stone bricks on top of the pillars on the outside of the corridor. Just mirror the one you placed already, and it will go pretty fast. Won't take that much time. Like this. And just to make it kind of more interesting, I'm going to do some other work, but now, before we continue this, I'm going to add feet on every single of the outer pillars, like this, just to make it look a little bit more solid. So wind and such cannot just pick up the house and take it with on, well, I don't know, just like this. And then you're going to go back and place 3 stone brick blocks on top of each of the pillars here. Don't do that on the outer row of the pillars that will become the corridors, because that is not supposed to be done. Like this. And on the outer part you're going to place 1 stone brick block. Only 1. Tedious work. Like this. And you're going to place a stone brick stair on top of every single of the outer pillars, like this. Because now it's going to start kind of bend over into the wall itself, and then disappear completely. this. Now, when you have done this, you're going to take stone brick half slabs and place one on the upper part of the stair and one on top of that again. Then you're going to place kind of just a full block there. You can actually do that first to make it even easier. Just placing stone brick block on each of the wall pillars that will meet the outer pillars, just like this, and then use the half slabs like this to complete the arch. This is one of the more difficult parts of the build. Well, not exactly difficult, but real annoying when you press the wrong place. Then when you have done this, we're going to actually make pillars like, or arches like we have in the ground floor and the upper floor as well. So we're going to take the stone brick stairs and place them upside down and the highest block on every one of these pillars, just like you did at the beginning of the tutorial. Like this. Well, actually you can ignore the middle one on the front, because that is where the tower will be. Then you're going to do the same thing on the back again. This build is kind of repetitive, if you can say it, so please have that in mind if you're going to build it. Well, on this kind of 5 wide window, we're going to make kind of a change. We're going to, instead of using the stone brick stairs, we're going to use a full stone brick block like this, and then simply covering that with stone brick stairs that are upside down to make it look like kind of a wider arch like this. Now when you have made this part of the frame, you're going to yet again cover the upper part or the house part of the building with stone bricks like this, ignoring the balcony or corridor or whatever you want to call it thing, just like this. So as you can see, you basically made the first floor the top of it again. Then we're going to take the stairs in the inner part of every single corridor that is the wall of the house, like this. Place it facing inwards, so kind of, I'm not, well, it looks good, so I don't have an explanation to why this will be like this. Now, instead of just making the frame completely before we continue making the house, I think you would find that a little bit boring. We're going to first add an arch there, because I forgot earlier. And then we're going to kind of make the walls complete in the in the build. So yeah, we're going to pick the cobblestone and place 4 in each of the end walls, and then 3 just place them on the inside of every single stone stair you have placed, if you know where that is. If you don't know where that is, it's basically 1 block on the inside of every pillar. like this. Then on the end walls you're going to just make kind of a frame out of cobblestone to end up with a 2x2 window. And then do the same thing on every single arch we have made here, just with a 1x2 window, thereby covering the every single block here that you, well, not really, just covering the upper part of the arch like this. Then when we've done this, we're going to add the windows and the, I'm not sure what they're called, but the kind of the shutters that you put in front of the windows when it's really windy, or and on this 5x3 window, you're just going to make it look like the others, just kind of wider. So please don't get confused there. And we're going to complete these last 3 windows like this. Now we're going to go over here and just pick the window and the shutters, and we're going to start out by placing the shutters simply on each side of every window. And if you don't know, the shutters are actually just trapdoors, and you open them. So it looks, I think it looks really good, and it does a great job of to kind of break up the building, making it less, I don't know, kind of not so stony. It sounded like the building had taken some drugs, and I don't think it has, so add these shutters to make it look better, simply. I'm just gonna put it that way. Just, it looks better. But if for some strange reason you're one of those people who doesn't like adding it, then you can just skip them. Then just fill the glass panes inside every window opening here, not including the door, like this. It's now when you have placed glass in every single window here, you can see it's actually pretty much starting to take shape, the bottom part of the house, that is. But we desperately need some kind of floor in this balcony hallway thingy. So on each, just let me check, I'm not quite sure how it's done. Oh yeah, before you do anything, you're going to place one stone brick stair upside down on the inside of every single one of these cracked stone bricks, and then place a upside down stone slab. No, not stone slab, stone brick slab, I think. Yeah, like this. So you can see it kind of, the pillars up there, just to make it look a little bit more structural. Now, when you've done that, you're going to place wood blocks. You can choose whichever wood type you prefer, but I prefer this one. It's the dark wood, and you're going to place that on top of every single one of the pillars, and one block on the outside of that. But if you think it is too much work for something that won't be seen much, you can just fill in the entire floor. Then you're going to use a half slab just in the middle of this to make it look kind of more interesting and not as flat. More movement in the building, if you can put it that way. Like this. And you're going to do this on the other side as well. After you have made the pillars or the beams, or well, as you may hear, I'm not from any English-speaking country, so finding the right words may sometimes be a little bit difficult for me. But well, I'm from Norway, if you want to know. So yeah, then you're going to just repeat the process we did earlier on this part of the house as well. Like this. Oh, that was far. Well, how? Okay, I just have to check what I did over here, cause this was kind of weird. No, I just did what I did on every single one. I think that is mainly because in the last second I changed those pillars to be 1 wide instead of 2 wide, so might be the reason why. Then you're going to place the upside down wooden half slabs in every single one of these gaps, like this. And of course use the nether brick fence and place those between every single pillar. But if you're not using Jamziboy's texture pack, this will look kind of weird, kind of a reddish color often. So then you can use normal wooden fence. I just think this texture looks kind of good at imitating kind of metal, so I think it looks really good on a Gothic build. But now that we have these pillars and lower floor kind of completed and fence and stuff, I'm going to just add the door for the town hall, because you have to be able to enter the town hall, because if you're not, it's not really very useful town hall. I'm sorry if I'm messing around a little bit with the new inventory screen. I'm not really used to it yet, because I think the old one was kind of better. So yeah, and then now that we have done this, we're going to, as you can see, make the pillars we have there just one more. Yeah, I can show you when I build. It's easier. You're going to take one chiseled stone brick here, and then 3 normal stone bricks on top of that, and just one going inwards like that. And when we're first doing it, we can just make the framing kind of here, just to skip the work later. Then you're going to place the upside down stairs there and 3 stairs there. Then just making the window framed in with cobblestone like this, like we did in the first floor, and we're going to do it in the second floor later. Well, we can do it now, actually. Just do it like this. Just like we did earlier, you're going to just